Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm standing in front of our up north cabin. It's there behind me. In a minute, I'll turn the camera around so we can go take a look. But before I show you any videos that highlight the new work that we're doing, I wanted to show you what we've done so far. We have owned the cabin for 3 years, 4 years, maybe 4, going on 4. And we have done a lot of work so far, but there's still a long way to go. So I hope you enjoy our up north cabin restoration. Okay, what we've done so far with this cabin, we've actually replaced that picture window, the window over there, another window on the side, because they leaked, and then the interior, like the sill plate and everything, was really bad. We painted it. That's all my doing. It's got a new roof, a new metal roof, so that's pretty good. I'm going to show you these the shutters. Going up my steps here. Okay, so when we took out the old picture windows, there were 3 panes or 3 windows, and they were all single pane, and they leaked, and Roy had to do a lot inside to make it stable again. But this window that I found was shorter, and we do a lot of reclaimed. I found that one at the Restore for Habitat for Humanity Restore. We always go there, check out what they have. Anyway, so I took some wood that we had in the back. They left a lot of really good pieces of wood here, and made those amazing shutters to kind of highlight the new window. And because it was 10 foot instead of 12 foot, there was some, if that wasn't there, the shutters weren't there, it would kind of show where we had to fill in. So it was better to just create some shutters, set it off. It used to be a blue. I like this kind of tan color with the red. The scalloping, that was all done by the previous owners. They had lived here for a really long time. And yeah, they even had, there's I don't know, it's not a mold, but a pattern piece in the back of that scalloping. So if we need to replace pieces, we can. So they did all that. So the biggest projects outside are, number 1, the deck. Let's see if I can get a picture. It used to come all the way straight across, but what we did is we added this kind of extra 6 to 8 feet going out there to make it bigger. We have all the materials, again, reclaimed materials. We had a deck at another house we took apart, and we brought down all the materials and putting it back together. It needs to be painted. It does need to be finished. There's no railing on this side. So yeah, that needs to happen. So that's one of our first projects, is the decking that we need to do. Another project that needs to happen, now this is not our property, and so there's not a lot we can do about it, is the road in front of our cabin. The water in the lake, it's a very pretty little lake, but it rose in 2018. There used to be a road, and we would be able to drive over here. And now, I mean, it looks like there's a road there, but it's all muddy, and there's water over there. The road needs to be repaired. Even though the ground is now showing, it's very mucky and muddy, and wouldn't feel comfortable driving my car over here. So we have to park over on the other side behind those trees and drive over, or actually walk over. And if we have materials that we have to bring over, and we have hauled a lot of materials, a lot of wood, a lot of everything, we hook the quad up to that trailer, and we go out to whatever vehicle we have and get the materials, put them on that trailer, and bring them over here. In fact, we have a pile of materials. I love that sunburst. That's from the other deck, but I do plan on painting that soon. We have a pile of materials here. This is just ceramic tile that, again, somebody was selling at a reduced price because they bought it and then decided not to use it. I love to kayak. That's my kayak. So the road is the second issue that really needs to happen for this to, and again, that's not all on us. That's the property owners, management. I have to do it. Okay, the third issue, there's that nice new metal roof. The third issue is that we are on a hill. So you go forward toward the front of the cabin and this all goes down. And so when it rains, all of the water slopes to the back of the cabin. There's no drain, there's no anything. We've tried to do, we've shorted up on this side, the brickwork, blockwork actually. The blockwork we've shorted up on this side and on the other side to help keep water from coming in there. But we're still getting water coming in these back bedrooms, usually from snow melt. So we have to do something about that. That is a definite I'd like to get done. Roy's going to be putting a shed back here, but he has to come in and excavate before he can get a shed site. So that's the outside of the cabin. Kind of give you an idea of, that's a back storage room. Let's go to the inside of the cabin so you can see what we've done there. Oh, I left the door ajar. That, I'm very actually proud of this door. None of these doors are the right size. So I had to find a wooden screen door, again, Habitat Restore, that I could cut down to the proper size to fit there. And I really like that. It's got something that I can put on it for the winter months too, when we're not here. All right, in here, oh, so I didn't turn on the light. So we got kind of a little entryway through that door, which is, I also made that door. Again, found wood that was around here, just reclaimed, reused. But this did have a big shelf unit in it. We took it out. Now kind of organizing it with fishing poles, kayak stuff, materials, of course. Roy picked these things up, and we're going to be doing something with them. I started by putting them on this wall because we're trying to cover up all that the wood, you know, whether we paint it or whatever. That's what the walls look like. So it's like, well, if we put that on there, then we could, you know, throw some paint on it. Anyway, so that's this little room. I'm not going to take you back there because that's just a storage area and it's a bit of a mess. So, okay, into the living room. This is where I've done, I guess, a lot of the work, and not all me, of course. Roy got this great cedar paneling, which he has put up in here, and we really just love it. We think it's great. There's a lot of, this was my inspiration. I did those shelves. Again, they had some beautiful wood in the back. In fact, I just put basically a lacquer on those shelves. And then we've got a lot of pictures from when the grandkids have been up here and put them in frames and have them sitting there. The fireplace used to be like a red brick, but I painted that to match the cedar paneling that was put up on the sides. So yeah, this room has gotten the most attention and gotten the most completed. The mantelpiece is also my work. Can't see it really good, but it's a nice thick piece of mulberry. It had sharp corners, had to jig the corners down, sand it down. It's got 2 different kind of stains on it, and I was really pleased with it. And I do want to put a lacquer on it to make that, to finish that up. So I'm going to show you a couple different places. There's no carpet in here right now, or no flooring, because if you don't use a place in the winter in this climate, then you the moisture gets into the carpet and it gets very musty. So we want to change. We're going to put a different flooring down. We'll put the ceramic tile in the kitchen and some other areas. But so this is kind of an entryway. We would like this to be the main entryway off the deck, but right now it's just a catch-all with all of my stuff in it. And a bedroom, again, catch-all, all the stuff that we don't have room for. There used to be a nice set of, you probably can't see them. It's a nice set of, ignore that, antique French doors that went in this doorway here, but I don't think I'm going to put them back after we put material there, because the because it makes that space feel really closed off from the rest of the cabin. So like I said, yeah, this has been some of the most work. That table was here. It's looks like my grandmother's table, which I love. But so recently, behind that door, that wall right there, I took there was just had old yucky paneling on it, and I took that off. We have a room here. That is just filled in. That was where the doorway was. I'm going to turn on the light real quickly. Okay. And this is not affixed, so I can take it down whenever I need to. So in this is a really little space. So this is a room that we have now put up a wall. I can't see it. That was the entryway right there. And we put up a wall, putting it in half, because we are now using this room for storage. And lots of, again, we've got all our little places where things are getting pushed. So with the wall, what we're doing is, that's a kitchen on the other side of that. Apparently there was a door there at one time that they filled in. So we are going to move the kitchen this way. That's about 4 foot, like 4 by 8. So we're going to expand the kitchen another 4 foot this way. Roy's got to do some electrical work before we can do much with taking the wall down. So let's go this one. This is actually the kitchen. It's a little galley kitchen, and it's cute. It's serviceable. It works. You go straight through it to the back part of the house. I think it'll be cool once we've pushed everything that's here over 4 foot and made more room for the kitchen, and we'll see how it works out. Okay, hot water heater is teeny. Dehumidifier, because you have to have a dehumidifier in here. Bathroom is serviceable. It's not bad at all. Probably cosmetic stuff would want to do later. So I don't know if you can see this well. This is the bedroom. It's a nice big bedroom with a high ceiling. Not a correct window at all. That should be a much taller window for egress. I'm a fan of water paintings, so if I find them, I tend to buy them, and that's what's in here. So what we did from the master bedroom here, it's a nice king-size bed. It's very comfortable. Again, the flooring is gone. We took out the carpet because water did get in here last over last winter. And this goes into that little storage area, that little half room where we're using for storage. So we had to basically cut into the wall to create a storage or a doorway to there. We'll probably do some kind of sliding door over it. But the bottom 3 layers are block, cinder block. And of course, that was a big pain in the butt to try to get the cinder block out of there. There's some floor leveler there because we're probably going to have to do some floor leveling. The overall, this room looks pretty decent. It's got good paneling. We like that. We've got to replace some paneling. All right, this room. So this again ends up being storage in here, but this is a bedroom that, there you go, focusing. What happened was we had a lot of water that came in once the snow melt happened, and it came into this room. So we moved all the furniture out of it. Some of the paneling is off the wall, as you can see. And once we're able to, you can see there's a watermark there. There's watermarks lots of places. Once we're able to, I think it's coming this corner over here. Yeah, see, it's a little, looks like it's moist. It did rain today. But once we get the back fixed, where we're confident we don't have any more water coming in from the hill that just goes straight to the back of the cabin, then we can redo this floor, redo the walls, put it kind of back together. So that is our cabin. We're back into the kitchen area now, walking into the living room. Lots of work. You can see this is like some linoleum. It's not the greatest, but we'll be replacing it with that tile that's sitting outside. But that kind of gives you an idea where we've started. We do have a beautiful view. I mean, except for the road, the fact that the road is come up and the water has come up so high that it's killed a couple of the trees. They've kind of basically drowned. So that all needs to be handled. And we used to have a beach, but we don't now. But that just gives you an idea of basically where we're starting, our starting point. Kind of some cool decorative lamps there. So, and my little TV on top of the mantle. They had a weird thing on top of they bowed it out, which is why they bowed the wall out, which is why there's a gap up there at the top of the wall. So lots of little things that we are going to need to fix. But that kind of gives you an idea where we're starting from with our cabin update. Thanks. Hope to see you next time.